Everyone, today I'm doing a deck profile for my game Epic Underworlds, which if you don't know, I've been making a new trading card game, and this is the card back. I think it looks pretty cool. And unlike my old TCG, it's like a digital template, so it looks better and it's easier to make more cards. So this is probably the best deck in the meta right now. I'll just try to adjust the light. And what makes it so good is that it has a crazy built-in strategy. And the strategy is basically you have 10 Shankfish in your deck, which is kind of crazy, but whenever a Shankfish is in your discard pile, other Shankfish in play gain 1 attack. So if you have like 6 Shankfish in your discard pile, they would gain 6 attack, making them beastly. So you basically just try to get as many Shankfish in your discard pile in the early game, and then you bring out the heavy hitters on the end. So that means you will have 10 copies of a Shankfish. And don't worry if you don't want to build this deck, or if you want to build this deck but you think there's no way I'm opening like 20 booster packs to get 10 Shankfish. That's okay because I'm making a starter deck with the Shankfish in it, so you guys don't have to worry about the 10 copies. So yeah, starter deck for this coming soon. So it's got that, then it's got the draw support combo. We have Combat Engineer and Cranton. And Combat Engineer says, when played, search the top 3 cards of your deck for a card and add it to your hand. Then you put 1 in your discard pile and 1 in your Underworld. And this combos with Cranton. So if you draw Cranton as one of them, you can send him to the Underworld to draw another 2 cards. So that's a really good combo. There is a counter to this combo in set 3, but you don't have to worry about that until set 3 comes out. But that is a super solid combo there. Then for terrain and attachment, like if you want to get rid of attachments and terrain cards, you got Devil Root, just a really good staple card to get rid of them. Then to cancel your opponent's attacks, you have 3 cancels. Whenever one of their creatures attacks, when your attacks, you can play this and cancel it. So a very good comeback card. You then have some strong creatures. You got the Archmage, which says when played, stun a creature, and stun basically means that creature can't attack, and it's got really good stats. You then have Spike Serpent. This card can basically attack twice, and yes, I spell Serpent with an A. It's just a defining factor of the archetype. But anyways, when played, do 3 damage to any one creature of your choice. So you could play this, do 3 damage to a card, and then attack normally. So it's super powerful. And then for defensive and kind of aggressive, you got Devil Knight Plant. It does take up 2 creature slots, but it's very good if you're losing a battle. You then have Young King Ginkis. This is kind of just a filler card. You don't have to put this in your deck, but it is a 7 attack creature. Kind of the same for Destroyer Danny. If I had another copy of this, I would have put 2 of them, but for now I don't, so Destroyer Danny's there. Then I have the Curse Dump. This is actually proven to be a very good staple card, and I think it should be kind of a good card to put in future decks, so Curse Dump is very good. Basically, when killed, you gain a point. And then since this deck is going to be really expensive, you are sadly going to have some chubby spear guys like this. They only cost 1 point, so that's why you need to balance your deck out, because you can have a total point value of 200 points in your deck. Each card costs a point value, and you have Time Frez. And Time Frez says when your opponent's creatures cannot attack for 1 round. Super good card. I might even replace Destroyer Danny with this, with 2 copies of this, if I were you. Yeah, that is the Shankfish deck. Next, coming up, I have made 4 more custom decks, and I'm ordering them all from the Game Crafter very soon. And once they come, I'll do 4 deck profiles for each of them, and they'll definitely be easier to build based on just opening booster packs. I'm also just finished creating a product called the Deck Build Kit. Basically comes with 2 booster packs, some staple cards, a dice, counters, like damage counters, and it's gonna maybe a rule book or something, but it's gonna allow you to build a deck, kind of like a pre-release kit in Pokemon. You just get some cards to build a basic deck. So I thought that would be like kind of a cool, like a deck kit battle video. It might be cool, like me building a deck just out of the cards I get in the deck kit, and then battling against my friend who also does that. So yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in that. But this was the Shankfish deck profile, and thanks for watching.